Good morning from a beautiful sunny Arrowtown. It is Saturday today and I'm starting the vlog in a little bit of a different location, I guess, than I usually do. I'm starting in the car because it is Saturday morning and I've woken up and realised we have no milk and no bread, so I'm going to go to the shops and grab some bits for breakfast. We have actually been making our sourdough starter, or I say we, George has very much taken over. I started it the first week and then it was working, it just needed a little bit more care and attention. So he kindly took over and the sourdough starter is now ready to use. So we were going to wake up this morning and make some bread, but we're both really hungry and we want breakfast right now. So I'm just going to go grab some nice fresh bread from the shop and then we'll probably make some either today or tomorrow for the rest of the week. So I'm hoping to document that because yeah, the starter is looking so good now and I'm just so excited to use it. But yeah, we've got a busy weekend of just getting stuff done for the week ahead. Probably going to be quite quiet in terms of plans. There's not anything crazy going on. So this is very much a weekend in my life, but we do have a big trip coming up next week. So we've got some planning, packing, things to do for that. So I'll take you along with me on that. And yeah, it's a beautiful day today. So we'll probably head out somewhere on a walk and make the most of the nice weather. But apart from that, we don't have any plans. So yeah, you can come along with me and spend the weekend very much just a chill, normal weekend in my life, which is quite nice because I feel like I've been quite busy over the past couple of weekends. This is very much a realistic weekend in my life. And I also feel like after last weekend, you will have seen the early birthday celebrations vlog. I kind of need a chill, no kind of socializing, very much introverted weekend. I'm quite an extroverted introvert, but I definitely do need my time to recharge, and last weekend was a lot of socializing and we were actually out for dinner with some friends last night, so which was actually so nice, to be fair. So yes, very much in need of just a chill kind of solo / weekend with George, just getting ourselves ready for our trip next week because we are going to Mount Maunganui, which is where we actually started our travels at the beginning of the year. We were in the Mount for just over 2 weeks and we absolutely love it there. So it was the first destination that we wanted to go with George's parents because they're coming and they're actually in New Zealand right now, but we're not seeing them until next week. They're just doing a bit of their own traveling before we kind of take some time off and go and see them. So I am so excited for that, and it's actually over my actual birthday that we're going to be in the Mount, which is an absolute dream because I think it's probably one of my favourite places in the world. So hopefully I can vlog a little bit of that trip as well for you guys and take you along with us on that. But we need to get packing for that and sort ourselves out. And then we do have another busy week after that, which I'll hopefully update you on soon. But we just have a lot of travelling, which I'm so excited about, but need to get my head in gear and get myself packed and ready to do that. But yes, enough yapping from me. Let's go and get some bits for breakfast because I know George is a very hungry human and he will be wondering where I am. So yes, let's go to the shop. I have just pulled over on the side of the road to show you my view because this is my drive to the shops every day and it is so beautiful. Arrowtown is just stunning, so I thought I'd show you. There is actually snow on that hill over there, which is crazy. We did have a lot of rain last night. So yeah, I just wanted to show you my view every day. So I've just made my breakfast. I am a girl that takes her breakfast very seriously and it's arguably one of my favourite meals of the day. So this is what we've got today. I really wanted toast. I was craving toast. So I've got some toast and there's actually plum jam, which is a bit of a random purchase, but George bought it and it's actually really yummy. And then I've got my granola and Greek yogurt. I have this literally every morning. It is my hyperfixation. And then I have got my iced coffee and I've been putting this chocolate coconut water in it. It sounds really random and weird, but it is amazing. George bought this just to drink and I was like, oh, I can maybe put a splash of that into my coffee in the morning, and it is so nice. It literally tastes like an iced mocha and it's not even that bad for you because it's pretty much just coconut water. So yeah, would highly recommend this brand if you're in New Zealand. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else, I'm not sure where it's from, but it's so good in coffee. And then every morning I have a little glass of kefir, so I've got that as well. Lake, and it is so much colder than we expected. We did bring waterproofs and it is raining, but it's fine. It's so beautiful, and I thought I'd give you a little rundown of what I'm wearing. So I've got my Costa sunglasses, this is a Patagonia fleece, and then I've just got a grey Uniqlo t-shirt on underneath, Free People jeans, my Scarpas. I'm going on a walk. So we have come to walk around Moat Lake, which is just outside of Queenstown. We are actually currently having to walk the road that gets you to the lake because part of the road is like pretty much flooded and is basically a river slash like very muddy puddle, as George called it, and we couldn't really get past it because someone was stuck in there. So we've just parked up on the road and we're walking back down, and this is the current view. How stunning. And there's snow on the mountains. So we made it back to the car. Just the massive muddy puddle, as George called it, was treacherous to say the least, and I literally almost sank into it. My walking shoes are covered in mud because they fully submerged into the ground, which was interesting, and we almost got stuck in the one before it. But Rangi pulled through, and yeah, we're out. But that was a close call. The ground is absolutely wrecked from all this weather, but we managed to get a good hike in and made out alive. I genuinely thought we were going to be stuck there and we're going to have to get rescued, but our car is 4x4, thank God. So yeah, we have managed to test it. Not that we're probably going to be doing much more off-roading, but yeah, that was a beautiful walk. It's absolutely boiling now. I feel like the weather in New Zealand is so temperamental. When we started it was absolutely freezing, and now it's glorious sunshine, so probably going to head back to the flat now and chill for the rest of the afternoon. Okay, so this is how the dough is looking. It actually looks so good, and I just tried a bit of the chocolate, the dark chocolate Whittaker's, and oh my god, I fear these are going to be my new obsession. The recipe says to leave this for 15 minutes to let the flour hydrate, which I've never heard used before, but it's super interesting. I know obviously with a lot of cookie doughs you have to leave them in the fridge. That's what I do with my oatmeal cookies, but she just said to leave this out and then I'll pop them in the oven. I am so excited. Okay, excuse the mess, you're not getting the aesthetic version of the behind the scenes, but I've just taken the first batch out of the oven and look at these. These are like bakery style cookies and I am obsessed. I always find cookies really hard to perfect, and I've never had a batch of cookies that have come out so perfectly round, and I can already tell they're going to be like gooey on the inside and crispy on the outside, and it's just, that is what you want for a perfect cookie. And I'm super glad that I added the chunks of dark chocolate because I can just tell that there's like oozing pieces of dark chocolate in there. And I'm so excited. I feel like I've literally blinked and it's dinner time already. I am just cooking up some dinner now. I literally made that last batch of cookies and then looked at the time and it was like 6 o'clock. So I'm currently just making a little pasta. I had actually made some like sausage mushroom ragu. I'll show you. Yeah, so I'd made this ragu on, I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday that I made it. Really, really simple and easy, but super, super yummy BBC Good Food recipe. I'll pop the recipe in the caption because we've had this twice now and it is super, super yummy, really, really easy and such a good way to get in some veg whilst also like it tasting nice and like comforting and cozy. So I always find that I don't want just like chicken, veg and rice most of the time. Like I want a yummy meal, so this is a nice way to do that. And I love a little sausage pasta, so I think it's literally just like sausage, meat, mushrooms, carrots, some chopped tomatoes and then some herbs and spices, and then I've got the pasta boiling. And we've actually been using this really cool pasta. I'm going to try and show you if I can like show you a shape of it, but it's like almost little lasagna sheets. I've actually had to mix it in with some rigatoni because we've run out of the lasagna sheet one, or like we've not got enough for both of us. But yeah, I'm going to make this for us now. I've got some garlic bread in the oven as well. And happy Sunday. We've just had a very chill morning and just taking it slow, which I love to do on the weekends, and just like enjoy a very slow and relaxed morning, and it just sets me up very well for the day. So we've done that and we're gonna head out to our local market, which actually has just started this weekend. It runs from, this is like Labour weekend in New Zealand, so it runs from this weekend and then all the way until April, and it's just this gorgeous like local market that happens in our town. So we're gonna go check that out. I'm so excited. I love seeing all the local creatives and there's like food stalls and stuff. So yeah, it's like one of my favourite things to do around here. So I'm really excited to do it whilst it's on our doorstep as well, because the last time we went was when we were living in Queenstown and obviously we had to travel a bit. So yeah, I'm excited to just be able to walk there, might grab like a matcha or a drink or something and then just wander around and look at all the stalls, which honestly made me a better Sunday morning. But yeah, we're gonna go and do that. But before we go, I really wanted to show you, we have used our sourdough starter for the first time. I'm fully taking no credit for this because George really pulled it back when the starter was dying on us, and he's been feeding it and looking after it. It literally sounds like we're looking after like a pet or something, but it literally is like a full-time job. It's crazy. But he's been doing it for the past week and it's been working really well, and he's made the first loaf. He's gonna cut into it and I was like, don't cut into it, I want to show the vlog. I feel like the people are invested. So many people have been like, oh my god, like show me your loaf when you've made it with the starter, and like everyone's really invested in the sourdough starter journey. So I thought I would update you. Actually looks so good.
Need a better bread knife.
Yeah. The knives in this flat are not great.
Okay.
Ooh, it's not too bad.
It's not an awful first.
It's not.
And it's still, yeah, maybe a bit dense in the middle. Hey, I'll take it.
Show the people. Wow. I mean, you've got the holes though, like some of the holes.
Some of the holes, okay.
For a first attempt.
We'll take it.
And that's what it looks like fully formed. Like that actually looks like a bakery standard loaf. I think you've done well.
Mm.
Maybe I should do the next one and then we can see whose is better.
Okay.
But yeah, we were saying like the only issue with sourdough is that obviously you then have to cut it every time you want to use it. So George is going to try and cut the entire loaf so we can just use it throughout the next couple of days. But yeah, maybe you're better to wait until it's not as soft to cut it. Let's see a slice. That looks great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think we're gonna just go to this market for a wee while and then honestly just have a bit of a chill Sunday. I do have some jobs to do because yesterday all of my jobs got pushed aside and I was just making cookies and chilling, which is like perfect weekend vibes. But I need to like lay out some stuff for packing for the mount, and yeah, I've just got like a few little other bits to do, so we'll do that. So it's a little bit later on now and we have just done a food shop and now we're starving. So I'm making a little bacon sandwich with the sourdough that we made. Looks pretty good for a first attempt. And I think I'm gonna have some bacon, got a little hash brown in the oven and an egg. This is very Sunday vibes, I feel like. I'm not usually like a savoury breakfast person, but sometimes on the weekend I like to have like a brunch and do like bacon and eggs, and you know, you've just got more time and it's just nice and slow. And George is always really good at cooking eggs, so I've got a little egg. Right, there's too many things. I feel this is going to be very messy to eat. This is the perfect Sunday lunch. So I've just spent the last like 2 hours planning some outfits for the mount because we only have like 15 kgs luggage, which I know sounds like quite a lot, but it's not that much in my eyes. And I only have like a rucksack, like hiking bag to take everything in. So I'm needing to be really strategic about what I bring. And I always find when I don't have that much luggage space, it's better to just plan outfits and then I can pack those outfits rather than just like packing loads of random stuff and then like not knowing what I'm wearing, and then like half the time I literally end up just wearing like the same thing because I've not planned any outfits in my head. And I also find it really useful because then when you're there you're like, right, I'm just wearing this, you're good to go, rather than like stressing over what you're wearing. So I've literally been doing that for the past 2 hours and this is the aftermath. I'll turn you around and show you. This is the aftermath of trying on all of my clothes, essentially. Obviously, I cannot bring all of this, so now I've literally taken pictures on my phone of all the different outfits that I've put together, and I now just need to choose which ones I'm going to bring. But the weather looks really nice, so I'm hopeful that a lot of the summer stuff can stay. Where we're going in the North Island gets really good weather at this time of year. It's Mount Maunganui is where we're going, but it's in like the Bay of Plenty area. And I was looking at the forecast. I'm just going to check now and show you. But I was looking at the forecast and it does look really good. So according to Apple Weather, it does say it's 55% rain on my birthday, but BBC says that it's going to be sunny. But this is the weather forecast for my birthday weekend on Apple, and then on BBC this is the weather. So I'm quite happy with that. So I've literally been like trying to plan summer outfits, which is crazy considering it's still only like highs of like 15 down here and it literally says like 21, 20 degrees. And I'm like, what does that even feel like? I literally can't even remember what it feels like to be in 20 degrees. So it's like quite hard to plan outfits, and I feel like with the weather in New Zealand, I don't want to compare it to Scotland because it's definitely not as not as cold, but it is similar in the sense that it can be quite unpredictable and it can be like sunny one second and like raining the next second, and yeah, you just don't really know what you're gonna get. So I'm kind of trying to plan like a couple of like layers. Probably not even gonna really bother bringing a jacket, but I need to pack light obviously. So probably just like thin layers and mainly just like t-shirts and shorts and stuff. We're not gonna be doing too much like intense hiking. I think George and I are gonna do a hike up Mount Maunganui, which I'm really hoping to vlog, so I'll probably bring you guys along with us, but we're going to do a hike up that, but it's not that long, it's literally like 40 minutes. It's quite steep, but it's not like, there's a good path and stuff, so I don't think I'm going to bring like my walking shoes. I might just bring my Salomons, and then I can just wear those like during the day and stuff if I need to. But I've also got my Birkenstocks as well, and like my flip-flops, so I think I'm sorted. I just need to decide what I'm bringing, which is always the hardest part because yeah, I'm so indecisive. So anyway, that will be my job for the rest of the night. And I think I am going to probably just end the vlog here, to be honest, because I've got just a few bits of editing to do and like jobs around the house. And then honestly, it's literally like 5 o'clock. So we need to have dinner and then I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the night. So not too much happening. So I think I will end the vlog here. But thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. I hope it's been a fun one. I feel like I don't even really know what we've done in this vlog, but it's been really nice just to have a chill weekend. And as I said at the beginning, it was like a true weekend in my life because I feel like I've been so busy and I feel like I just needed a weekend at home to just get stuff done. And yeah, I feel like I didn't really speak to you properly about the market as well this morning. It was super lovely to go along. It wasn't like the usual market that they do. They usually have like a lot more stalls and like a lot more people like selling things, I guess. But I think because it's maybe the first weekend that they were doing it, it's, yeah, like it was a lot smaller. It was like probably about half the amount of stalls that there usually is. And they usually have some, like a lot more artists who make prints and stuff, which I really wanted to get. So yeah, I was sad about that, but it was still really, really good. And I'm excited to go along for more weekends. I think we're going to try and take George's mum along when they are here next weekend, which will be really fun. Or no, not next weekend, the weekend after. But yes, anyway, I'm going to round up this vlog. So I really hope you enjoyed and I will see you in the next one.